How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Muv-Luv Monday. Oh, it's been a while. Thank you so much for your patience with me being sick, and also thank you for the fantastic art that's been done by Suntora Kakar. Thank you so much for that. This is just kind of a feature I wanted to do because somebody decided to make something while they were watching the House of Fata Morgana playthrough. If you haven't watched that series or played it, please make sure you play that game. That game is fantastic. It's a great series to follow on the channel as well. And this lovely art was inspired by some of the more frustrating moments where I misclicked. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. If you ever do your own art for the channel, or if you do art based on the series that we're covering, I'd love to have it. We have a fan art section on the Discord. I follow it fairly closely. And if you ever want that, and I would love to feature it here on the channel opening just like this, so just keep that in mind. So thank you so much for letting me share this, and hopefully there's many more inspired, fantastic creators and artists. You don't even have to be fantastic. It could be crud. I don't care. That's fine. If it's something you just feel like you want to make, you get an image in your head and you just want to put it on paper and you want to share it with the community, please do. And then I'll always ask if I can share it in a video because I'd love to share it here too. So thank you so much. But let's jump into the content because it's been a while. So we're in Resurrection, I believe. Silvio, he was doing maneuvers in Africa. They had a base where apparently they were splicing human and beta DNA, which sounds horrific. Things didn't go so well, and everything kind of went explodey, and so now we're kind of in the after effect of that. But his brother most likely died, and so now we're going to see what's going to happen next. So let's jump right in. Okay, so we're in the TSF. Dang it, what the heck happened? Oh yeah, I think my TSF got caught in the explosion. But it was the only way to keep the beta from spreading. Renzo! Are we stuck in here? Okay. Well, I mean... No. This is all my fault. God, there's how many thousands died because of me. What? Renzo. So you're out of your mind. Systematic human right violations like that would make us no better than them. Right. They were too close too. I was telling myself what I wanted to hear, mere lip service. Couldn't do a darn thing. I did this. All these people are dead because of me. And those who survived? It's only thanks to Renzo because he made a hard choice. Blood on his hands be damned. He sacrificed a few, but in the end, he saved countless more. Fetch. I'm a monster, no different from the beta. Huh. KIA. Renzo's KIA. He's dead. It's not fair. You saved so many people. It's not fair. Why am I still alive? Why couldn't I do a darn thing for anyone? It should have been me. Renzo! These words, the world needs people like you, not cowards like me. Voices. There are survivors? Do I have the right? How can I help them if I can't bring myself to look them in the eye? All this happened because of me, and I can't even... No, cut the crap. I have to help them. This outcome may be my fault, but right now I'm needed to save as many as I can. There's a first aid kit in the cockpit. Should be better than nothing. I think they're over here. They're... Hey, are you okay? Oh no. Oh, they better not be what I think they are. Hold up. Are they beta mutants? Oh, are they being eaten by Beta? Oh no. Oh gosh. Get away from her! Oh my gosh, I hate these things. Get the heck away from her! Get away! Ah! Crap. Oh no, 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 no! Oh, it's so horrible. Ah! Oh, my arm! Stop eating my arm! I'll kill you all! Get away from me! Okay. How's that? What? Did that happen? What the fetch? Algeria. Crap, I meant still in Algeria. And here I thought I was starting to forget. I guess it was too much to hope for. Are the hypnotic suggestions starting to wear off? Or maybe it's because I saw Sahara for the first time since then. Whatever. Stop. Thinking about it serves no purpose. I don't know why I'm getting flashbacks, but it doesn't matter at this point. Because I've long been dead. I died in the Algerian desert that fateful day. This body is an imitation of what I once was. Nothing more than a vessel to carry on the will of the man who should have survived. What's that beeping sound? I live only to finish what he left undone. So, okay. So that did happen. Following information is classified, top secret, clearance authorization level 7.
Silvio Orlandi, 欧州連合情報軍中尉、コードネームファルソ。死の淵で踏みとどまった奇跡の男。極秘強襲作戦中の機体損傷。その後、ベータの襲撃により、左腕、両足、
left eye, left arm, both his legs.
一命を取り留めたオルランディは、友の意志を継ぐことを決意。欧州連合の少尉軍人再戦力化プログラムサイブリッド計画の被験体に志願、人体強化改造手術を受ける。その費用600万ユーロ。左目には多目的オプチカルセンサーを移植。骨格はハイパーセラミック、筋肉はカーボニックアクチュエーター。コンクリートを砕き、10メートルの壁を飛び越え、瞬間最大時速100キロで疾走する。600万ユーロの男、サイブリッド。
6 million euro man. Interesting. Well, I mean, sounds like it was effective. Hello.
無事の帰還を歓迎するよ、ファルソ。
Thank you, Director Goldman.
スーダン作戦の成功はヨーロッパ連合と人類に多大なる利益をもたらすだろう。EU 大統領が君に感謝を伝えてほしいと。直接伝えられない比例も詫びていたよ。
Alright, I gotta say it. His collar is way too high up his neck. That's not natural. He'd have to make a custom shirt to be able to cut like that. That looks very strange. I mean, look at it. It goes like up his neck. It's like his collar goes up to here. It goes, normally your collar goes around, you know, your collar, like collarbone, your collar. It's up to here. Who would design a shirt like this? Yes, sir. It's an honor.
私も心から感心したよ。まさかここまで見事な結果をもたらすとはな。
Mm-hmm. Why would that be, sir?
今だから言うが、今回の任務、私は君に多少の不安を抱いていた。
Why is that?
君がアフリカの任務に就くのは、数年前のあの日以来だったのでな。
Well, yeah.
確かにあの日以来、君が任務を成功させなかったことは一度もない。だが、あの忌々しい砂漠を目の当たりにして、多少なりとも動揺するのではないかと心配していたんだ。
Yeah, about that. Technically, it's not 100% okay, but I'm sure it's fine. I appreciate your concern. However, Director, I died on that day. Corpses have no souls. Nothing remains inside me. Not fear, nor sadness. I am hollow. Renzo wouldn't let primal emotions like that interfere with his duty, which is exactly why I cannot allow them to interfere with mine either. I must be like him. This is my fate as the vessel of my sworn friend.
そうだったな。 文字通り、あの日君は生まれ変わったというわけだ。実に頼もしい。
There's nothing outstanding about surviving in this manner. It was only the way I could atone.
どういうことかね。君が生涯をかけて追っているベータブリッドの研究拠点をまた一つ壊滅させたというのに。
Yeah. Putting an end to all the beta brid research is my sole purpose in life, the only thing I care about. Someday I will capture the jerks who release the beta only to save themselves, but until that day comes, this is the only thing I live for. However, I'm well aware it won't happen. It's impossible given the way the Intelligence Corps operates nowadays. It doesn't matter how many of those facilities we destroy. There's only one sure way to exterminate the beta brids. We need to destroy the system that allows the line of research to be funded, starve out Allegiance and the other fundamentalist sects. Then again, we could always isolate them from their neutral constituency, refugees. Not an ideal policy if you ask me, but I can see how it might bear results.
難しい問題だな。北米、中南米、オセアニア、アフリカ。世界中に溢れかえる難民たちにとって、今や宗教は最後の拠り所であり、最も強固な支えになっている。
It's interesting. I imagine many people turned away from religion as well, but it also just seems to be a kind of like something that people cling to when they need to.
そして難民を受け入れているのはいずれも国連で大きな発言権を持つ国々だ。
Naturally. I mean, if they're taking in refugees, it's because they probably have the most resources, which means that they have the most influence. True. There are two kinds of countries still capable of wielding that kind of influence. In the first group, you have Australia and the nations of North America, the old guard, so to speak. The other group is made up of countries which became economic powerhouses thanks to the war, as if karma had finally struck for the age of discovery. Nations in the southern hemisphere began to grow in power as Europe and the Middle East and Asia all fell to ruin. New world powers they may be, but that doesn't change the fact that they are all dancing to the Allegiance's tune. To this day, they remain locked in a tug-of-war against each other, fighting over beta-based technology.
膨大な難民はただでさえ厄介な問題だ。その拠り所にわざわざ手を突っ込み、暴動や騒乱を起こすことは誰も望まん。我々は末端からのローラー作戦を地道にやっていくしかあるまい。
This is exactly why I've repeatedly suggested we should target their main research facilities. But my proposals always fell on deaf ears. The EU bureaucrats are hesitant to act as if they're not confident in UN Security Council will support their actions.
そう言うと思ったよ。では、次の任務の話を始めよう。
Okay, so more beta brids we're going to take down, I hope. Sir.
戻って早々ではあるが、君には明日、エドワーズ経由で極東に飛んでもらう。
Edwards. The Far East. There's only one place you could be talking about.
喜びたまえ、ファルソ。次のターゲットは日本だ。
Am I going to Yokohama? Oh boy. Japan, an island empire of Northeast Asia and home to two hives. One in Sadakashima and the other on Yokohama, with the latter as the sole exception of the beta's construction rules and the only hive currently under human control. The Empire of Japan also serves as the headquarters of Alternative 4, meaning they're on the leading edge of beta research.
おめでとう。情報軍司令部はようやく君の話に耳を傾けたようだな。
So do they think that they're doing beta hybrids there? At last, it's time to put an end to Alternative 4. No, you don't!
まあ待て。気持ちはわかるが、そう流行るな。
Yes, sir.
相手は世界最大の対ベータ秘密計画。慎重にことを運ばなければ、潰れたのはこちらだった。ということにもなりかねん。
It's interesting to be seeing like from the perspective of people who like maybe not openly but effectively openly are rejecting Alternative 4.
現に今日まで我々は横浜基地に情報網を構築できていない。一人の工作員ですらその敷地内に送り込めていないのが現実だ。
Interesting. I mean, that's got to be Yuko Sensei, like just being 10 steps ahead of everybody. You know, she's playing 4D chess when everyone else is just playing regular. The intelligence corps recruits from Europe's finest, but they still haven't been able to get a man inside? Yokohama's counterintelligence must be something to behold. At the same time, there's no point in going to such lengths if there's nothing to hide. Just what in the world is Alternative 4? I need to expose every single secret they're hiding, no matter what it takes. So they don't even know what it is? Weird.
しかし、人生とは面白いものだ。難攻不落の横浜。その扉が向こうから開かれたのだからな。
Wait a minute. Alright, got a prediction here. So he's implying that they have welcomed somebody in. And think about what technology he has in him. He's cybernetic, but he has like artificial limbs that look human, but are superhuman. Incredibly strong, durable, and like effective. And we know what Unit 0 was. Effectively an entire body designed in the same way. Similar strengths and capabilities, you know. Was she already working on it? Or is this or is he effectively the source of inspiration for it? Maybe it's about looking at his technology, figuring out how they remade this guy to use it as a foundation for creating the 0 unit. That would make a lot of sense. What do you mean?
その通り。本題に入ろう。
Yeah, she is. Who's that woman?
光月優子、日本人。16歳で因果律量子論を提唱した量子物理学と統合生理学の世界的権威。まさに天才だよ。
Yeah, fetch. 16.
ドクター光月は昨年、国連太平洋方面第11軍横浜基地の副司令に就任している。
Why is a civilian the XO of a military base?
その問いの答えは横浜基地の場所にある。
Right, I'm starting to see the whole picture. I heard it was close, but to build a hive base right on top of a hive?
このドクター光月こそ第4計画の提唱者にして総責任者だ。副司令はあくまで表向きの顔に過ぎない。背部に基地を建造するというのも彼女のアイデアだという。天才と何とやらは紙一重というが、いずれにせよ並ではないことは確かだ。
It certainly seems that way. Quite a character, huh? That's one way to describe her. One that doesn't even begin to scratch the surface, if you ask me. Yeah, I know, right? Her eyes are breathtaking, piercing straight into the deepest truth of your soul. Lips that exude passion and resolve, fingers delicate yet strong. My. What a man of culture we have here. And the icing on the cake, a massive chest that any man would kill for. He took a picture? For how long would Renzo have gazed at that voluptuous chest? For how long would he have indulged in fantasies of playing with her breasts and his heart's content? Knowing him, he would have used 1,000 words to describe them in all their plump glory. He would worship Dr. Kyozuki based solely on her magnificent rack. What if I he would move heaven and earth to be her good graces, and her seemingly F-cup breasts of no less. My friend, you have nothing to worry about. I will act exactly as you would, or that's how I would be under normal circumstances. He's gonna freaking build an altar! The woman is a mad scientist who built the base on top of a hive. No matter how wonderful her bosom is, I must make an exception. Forgive me, my friend, but I cannot afford to be broken. Cocytus must yet wait. Right now, all I could do is pay my respects to and sear the image of her breast into my mind. And camera. Why is Director Goldman looking at me like that? Is something the matter?
ああ、いや。もしや君の好みのタイプではないかと思ってね。
He sounds like he's trying to be stoic, but he must not be at all. No, not particularly.
そうか。
He's like, right. I don't understand why he had to ask such a personal question in the middle of a briefing. What's even weirder is that he seems almost disappointed by my answer.
話を戻そう。ドクター光月の警護、それが君に課せられる今回の任務だ。
Kozuki, interesting. Why would she need a bodyguard? Could this be related to his question? I mean, it makes perfect sense. Becoming her bodyguard means spending a significant amount of time by her side. Wait, does Director Goldman want me to seduce Dr. Kyosuke and extract information from her? If that's the case, he'll be sorely disappointed. He might not have realized it, but for someone with an extensive amount of field experience, one fact is clear. Dr. Kyosuke is beyond any man's reach. She stands above us all. That actually is true. Hang on a minute. If Yokohama's security is as tight as he says, what's the point of her having a bodyguard?
ドクター光月は近々第4計画の成果に関する重大な発表を横浜基地で行う予定だ。
Aha.
このプレゼンテーションは国連上層部をはじめとする関係各国の要人を招聘し、極秘裏に行われる。
And so Yokohama opens its doors, a heaven-sent opportunity indeed.
いや、驚くべきことにそれ以上だよ。今から数週間前、日本帝国情報省を通じて協力要請があった。
Interesting. A formal request for assistance from Japan. Something's off here.
ドクター光月は組織ばった堅苦しさを嫌う。当然、物々しい個人警護もだ。したがって、一人で数十人の戦闘力に匹敵する君が適任なのだ。
I feel like I see the pieces lining up. Like, this is absolutely all Yoko Sensei's doing. This is all seems weirdly convenient.
そう思うのも無理はない。我々ヨーロッパ連合は反オルタネイティブと言わないまでも、より堅実な手段を施行し、プロミネンス計画などの施策を推進している。
Now, Project Prominence, I think, is like it's the second half of Alternative 5. Alternative 5 is the excuse for Prominence. The idea that like we go and like colonize another world just to make sure humanity survives, and then Prominence is using G-bombs to cleanse the planet.
こと対ベータ国際戦略において、日本と我々は真っ向から競合している。単純に言えば敵同士だ。彼らがなぜ我々に協力を要請するのか。それは予備計画派、つまりオルタネイティブ5推進派の妨害、あるいは破壊工作を警戒しているからだ。
It almost seems too. It's like why are they even going along with this?
当然、ドクター光月の暗殺も想定されている。こう言えば納得がいくかね。
Well, wouldn't they know that you guys support Alternative 5? A textbook case of when my enemy of my enemy is my friend.
翻ってなぜ我々は彼らに協力するのか。知っての通り、アメリカが推進する第5計画は、横浜に実戦投入された5次元硬化爆弾の大量運用と高性間波種がワンセットになっている。
Right.
彼らとしては北米大陸に類が及ぶ前にケリをつけたいのだろうが、ユーラシアの国々にとってそれは悪夢に他ならない。生態系や環境への影響が計り知れない重力兵器が自国領内で大量炸裂するなど誰が望む？そして言うまでもなく次期計画である第5計画派の台頭は第4計画にとっての死活問題。
Exactly.
一方、ヨーロッパ連合が推進する諸計画には未だ多くの時間が必要だ。したがって成功の見込みが薄い第4計画が生きながらえること。
Oh,
それ
interesting.
自体が我々の利なのだ。
So he's implying that the only reason Alternative 4 has as much time as it's had and will have until like the events of Alternative itself is because they need more time to kind of perfect the technology needed for Prominence to work. And so they're essentially using like 4 to get the lashing as time takes by, so that when 5 comes up, they were like, we're ready to go.
つまり本件に関するヨーロッパ連合と第4計画の利害は完全に一致していると言っていい。その上、堂々と横浜に諜報員を送り込み、第4計画の実態調査が叶うとなれば、我々に断る理由は全くない。
I see. Doesn't change the fact that Yokohama security is airtight, though. Might be posing its bodyguard, but it's not just going to be a simple job.
その通りだ。だが、横浜潜入において最も高い障壁は膨張システムではない。
I'm listening. Meaning what?
世界の諜報機関をして横浜を無菌室と言わしめているもの。それはたった一人のスパイフィルターの存在なのだ。
Of course, Kasumi. She can read their minds. She knows if they're spies. What? Aw, there she is. Director, you couldn't possibly be talking about this stag beetle looking girl, right?
そのまさかだよ、ファルソ。どちらかといえば私はウサギだと思うがね。
Yeah, I don't know why he said stag beetle. Oh, now that he mentions it, she really does look like a rabbit. Yes, that's yes, that much is incredibly obvious. Her eyes are empty, with a gaze that tells the world she's resigned to bear whatever burden she must. There's no despair to be found, no hope to be gained. Her lips are shut tight, as though to seal the words that were supposed to speak. Her skin is as white as the purest snow, frail at first glance, yet deceptively resistant upon closer inspection. Is this another reference I'm missing here? I feel like it must be. I like the organ, though. And it is small, almost non-existent even, and her bosom may be. It stands as a wall between her and the world. He is very focused on the breasts. Renzo would pay her no attention. Me, truth be told, I'm conflicted. Oh, I see how it is. I see how you roll. As some men of culture like to say, flat is justice. Oh, I love it. Ascertaining the truthfulness of that statement by myself would be quite a thrill. Hang on, now you're talking about getting a little handsy, buddy. You better keep yourself to yourself, especially with Kasumi. Kasumi deserves the best. But alas, I cannot. I'm no more than a vessel for his will, hence my tastes are inconsequential. If he would have ignored her, then so should I. This guy. Oops, I did it again. Something the matter?
Oh, yeah. 今度こそ君の好みのタイプではないかなと思ってね。
I think he just wants to know you're human still. No, not particularly.
そうか。
What's with that look? Just when the world is going on in his head.
話を戻そう。彼女はトリースタ・シェスチナ。第6世代300番という識別名を持つオルタネイティブ第3計画の忌まわしき遺産。ロシアンデザイナーだ。
Oh, the 300th individual of the 6th generation. An honest-to-God psychic. Talk about looks being deceiving.
優生学と遺伝子工学、そして人工子宮技術の申し子。追い詰められた人類の狂気が生み出した超人。
Yeah, it's actually amazing that they pulled off Alternative 3 essentially, but weren't able to bring about the results they needed. Well, it's funny though because she was critical in the actual success of Alternative 4. So the rabbit girl's another man-made abomination like me. No, I shouldn't think about her that way. She never asked for this. She's merely another victim of the times we live in.
ベータとのコミュニケーションが一切不能であることは知っての通り。もともと彼女は奴らの思考を直接読み取るためにデザインされたのだ。原理は不明だが、彼女は何らかの形で他者の思考を解読できると考えられる。まさに最強のスパイフィルターだ。
That is true, and that's going to be challenging, isn't it? And here I thought Alternative 3's ended in failure.
だが、ドクター光月が彼女を接収したこと、横浜が無菌室だという現状を見るに、その能力は人間に対して一定以上有効と見るべきだ。
If that's the case, she'll read my thoughts as well. I won't be able to do anything outside of my work as a bodyguard.
それこそが君がこの任務に選ばれた理由だよ、ファルソ。
His cybernetics might prevent that?
君の脳髄を覆うハイパーセラミックの頭蓋が彼女の能力を妨げる。これに関してはソ連から亡命した元第三計画研究員のお墨付きだ。
Fascinating.
したがって君が見聞きしたもの、その目で記録した画像や映像など、彼女は一切見ることができないというわけだ。
Great. What irony. A cross of inhumanity I have to bear, the proof of the sins I've committed, and the only means to overcome the abilities of another creature born from the deepest recesses of humanity's madness. Fight fire with fire. Renzo, every day I grow more convinced you should have survived instead. The times demand men like you.
さて、すべてのお膳立てが揃ったところで、いよいよ確信に触れよう。オルタネイティブ4の主目的、それは対ベータ諜報による人類救済だ。その目的を達成するため、多岐にわたる副次的な研究、 開発がこの横浜基地で進められている。
Right, right.
これは基地の演習場近傍にある廃棄された野外格納庫だ。だがこれはカモフラージュに過ぎない。その地下数十メートルには最新の研究施設が作られている。
Wait, is that?
うん。ベータブリッド研究の最先端、後藤機関だ。
Ah, gotcha. It's a biochemical research division for the Imperial Japanese Mainland Defense Force, also known as Unit 90, a beta research institution out of the darkest of legends.
ここはこれまでのような末端ではない国連管理下の軍事施設だ。任務遂行は潜入調査を最優先とし、破壊工作は禁じる。
Wait, what? I'm only supposed to collect information? Director, this could be our sole opportunity to get into Yokohama.
安心したまえ。この研究室には内通者がいる。しかも立場的にもかなりの大物だ。
Okay. So that's how you were able to get information even without an agent inside. Makes sense.
リソース配分の問題だよ。ロシアンデザイナーはたった一人。数万の基地職員を常に監視するのは物理的に不可能だ。侵入に対する防御が完全であるなら、その他には段階的に警戒を緩めても大きな問題にはならない。
Maybe.
そう考えているのだろう。
I don't see that actually being true, though.
出るものはさておき、基地の中に居続けるもの。地位の高いものであれば特にな。
I can work with that.
自信か慢心か。いずれにせよ、我々が情報を入手している現実を見る限り、天才も人の子だったというわけだ。
I don't know if I believe that, actually. I sure hope so.
まあいい。とにかく、くれぐれも早まった行動だけはしてくれるな。
Sure.
ベータブリッド撲滅にかける君の思いは理解している。だが、やっと掴んだチャンスだ。これを次につなげられなければ、末端潰しの繰り返しが続く。その無念は君が一番味わっているはずだな。
Yes, sir. I'll keep your words in mind.
念のため作戦指示は暗号化し、分散した物理的手段で君に送る。ロシアンデザイナーは生体思考以外は認識できないからな。露見リスクは多少上がるが、ロシアンデザイナーの脅威度に比べれば誤差の範囲だ。
Yeah, that's true. Of course. It's supposed to be a black operation. Wouldn't work any other way. This is certainly better than having me infiltrate Yokohama with full knowledge of the operation. This way, if I get captured, the EU can claim possible deniability. No one would need to take the fall except myself.
まず現地で協力者と接触したまえ。内通者に君がたどり着くまでのサポート要員だ。
The person must also be someone who spends all their time inside the base.
下準備は数週間前からバックアップチームが動いている。過去の調査記録や資料は行きの HSST で目を通しておきたまえ。
Right. Yes, sir.
私からは以上だ。任務の詳細はこの後調査官が行うブリーフィングで確認するように。
Understood.
では、成功を祈る。
Okay, so we have our mission. We gotta go inside, contact the mole that's inside the
と
research
いうわ
center.
け。国連上層部のお偉いさん博覧会。見ものよ。
It's good hearing her voice again.
では、ここまでで何か質問は？
It's so good seeing all of you again. Ah! Yes! Hi, everyone.
何ですか？この子がスパイフィルターですか？人間の思考を解読できる。ねえ。
Right. Hey, Kasumi.
副司令、いくらなんでも盛りすぎじゃないですか？そんな話信じますかね？
Oh, wait a minute. So they're planning, counter planning. This isn't him. This is counter plans.
だが、第三計画の遺産と言われれば、我々が危機を読んでいる範囲だけで考えても、
Hey, Sumi.
辻褄は合っている。深く知る者にとってはなおのこと、 信憑性が高まるはずだが。
でも超能力ですよ。テレパシーですよ。ビビビ。
超能力って言うから嘘っぽく聞こえるんだと思うな。
I like that they're
一
like
種の思考伝達と考えれば。
they're like mind reading sounds so far fetched, but that's literally what she's doing. It's just not as straightforward as you see in a movie, but it's still what she's doing.
そうですね。戦術機の間接思考制御もある意味ではその類でしょうし。そういうこと。こういうのはね、真実と虚偽のバランスが大事なのよ。特に今回は。
Am I wrong in thinking that she looks a little different for some reason? Maybe it's the hair? I don't know. Like, she looks a little different from what I remember. Not bad or like jarring, just like I feel like there's something a little off. I might be just going crazy.
疑心暗鬼で内心落ち着かない来賓たちがどういう反応を見せるか。楽しみだわ。
Right.
相変わらず悪趣味ですね。口うるさい手合いを一掃したいのはわかりますが、どれだけ大掛かりなんですか？
I wonder if they... So she's planning for this, but I wonder if she's still planning on it being like a normal person.
ストレス溜まってるならもっと別のさ、健全なことで発散すればいいのにね。
Yes. Ah, she's so adorable. Hayase, I like Hayase a lot.
聞こえてるわよ、早瀬。さて、それじゃあ次にこの作戦のキーパーソンを紹介するわ。鈴宮。
Is Silvio gonna be like the fake mole?
はい。
ほほう。
シルビオ・ルランディ注意。欧州連合情報軍本部第6局特殊任務部隊ゴーストハウンド所属。年齢不詳、経歴不明、身体の一部がサイブリッド化されています。
So they got some insight.
全身の骨格、左目と左腕、そして両足です。
Right, that would hit home a little bit too.
欧州連合の英史強化計画ですか。疑似生体技術が進歩してからは衰退したと思っていたのですが。はい
はい、質問。顔は？この顔は元から？それとも整形？
What a question.
さあ、そこまでは。
ちょっと透かしてるけど、いい男よね。ねえねえ、風間、あんたこういうのタイプでしょ。よかったわね。
突然なんですか？確かに見た目は悪くないと思いますが。
Yeah, huh. I didn't know she had preferences. I think isn't she the one that's about like love is love is love? Like, just if you have a connection, go for it. It doesn't matter who, what, where they are.
あんたみたいないかにも奥ゆかしいです、和服似合いますってやつに限ってこういう派手な外人とくっつくのよね。
早
瀬注意、すごい決めつけですね。それ一体どこからの情報ですか？要するに一番喜んでいるのは早瀬ということだ。
Yep, she's projecting.
ああ、なるほど。
It does.
違いますよ。そういう体位こそ目の色変わってたくせに。
何をバカなこと。
こいつの顔見た瞬間ピクッとしてたじゃないですか。
Right.
幻覚だ。医局に行け。
Oh, no, you can't hide that, Suvi.
はい、ミーティング中です。皆さん聞いてください。
But to be fair, this is a world where they don't see guys very often. Especially so you get a guy who's good looking, he's fit. It's like, sure, I can see most people be like, oh, okay.
ちょっと待って。このシルヌンとかの顔を見てピンときたのは誰？風間と早瀬といすみだけ？
All three.
宗方もクール気取ってチラチラ見てました。
デタラメを言わないでください、早瀬。
何よ、お堅いわね。
注意がはしゃぎすぎなんです。これは任務ですよ。一見副司令の壮大な悪ふざけに見えても中身は諜報戦。そんなことでは命を落としかねませんよ。
It's interesting you're being so forward about this. You're cracking more jokes.
それぐらいあんたに言われなくても分かってるっての。
へえ、 じゃあ宗方はこの任務命がけで望んでくれるってわけ？お言葉ですが副司令、私たちバルキリーズはいかなる任務であれ常にはいはい、そうだったわよね。今回はもう少し肩の力を抜いてもらわなきゃ困るのよね。どういうことでしょうか？
Oh, wait a minute.
このお遊び、仕掛けの本番はここからなのよね。
Uh-oh. Oh no, please Yuko, don't do this.
は？
そんなガチガチじゃこの先を聞いたら。まあいいわ。それじゃ話続けるわよ。
一体何が始まるっていうの？
Yeah, I'd be scared. I'd be scared. Oh no. We don't get to find out yet? Oh man. Dang. Those are interesting. Those are like subsuits. Like, they're not full
説明は以上で
TSS.
す。この来賓用のセキュリティパスを見えるところにお付けください。執務室で光月副司令から正規のパスが交付されます。その際にこれは自動で効力を失いますので廃棄していただいて結構です。
Are you sure?
はい？
Are you sure you wouldn't rather I return it to you?
ええ。返却はではなくて、ご面倒ですが、私にお願いします。
He is a heartbreaker, isn't he? Sounds good. I look forward to seeing you again soon.
はい、お待ちしています。何か
Get this girl a glass of water. She's a little thirsty.
までお申し付けくださいませ。
The offer is much appreciated. Look at his shades.
執務室までは指定経路しか通れませんので、お気をつけください。
Oh, what a shame. Here I was hoping you'd take me there yourself.
私はこの千載一遇のチャンスにそうしたいのは山々ですが、いくら男性比率が少ないからといって、
Hey,
職務を放棄
bring in the water truck. This one's gonna take a while to get filled up. She probably could drink a lake. She's thirsty. My apologies. Could you repeat that? I didn't quite catch all of it.
申し訳ありません。ご案内は遺憾ながら忸怩たる単調の思いで。
Yeah, we're also gonna need the fire hydrant. Yeah, just hook up a hose and just pump it in here. Like, whew, she'd be thirsty. What a shame. Then again, I can't help but admire a woman so dedicated to her career. Please forget I said anything.
いえ、そんな。
Whew. I'd like to ask for one last favor. Allow me the pleasure of seeing your smile, so that way the memory will make my journey even sweeter. Okay, dude. I get it. He's reading the room, but...
旅？
It was brief, but our time together has made my passage to the Exo's office a little less lonely. Thank you.
惜しいな。顔はいいんだけど。
That was weird. That was weird. It's the definition of weird. Now that's quite a welcome. There's not only regular guards, but also mechanized infantry crawling all over the place. Makes sense, this base is going to be swarming with UN VIPs in a couple days. The UN Pacific Theater 11th Forces Yokohama base. I have to say, this place is quite different from what I had in mind. The building itself is nothing out of the ordinary, but for some reason, the atmosphere here feels really open and bright. Maybe the walls are made from more than just concrete? I suspect this was a deliberate design choice in any case. A colorful exterior to hide all the dark secrets that lie beneath. Then again, this has never been your typical military base. How could it be when it's not only built on top of a high, but also ground zero of a G-bomb detonation? From what I hear, the effects of long-term exposure to hives or G-bomb pollution on the human body is still unknown. To think that all the innocent men and women Dr. Kyosuke has made pawns in her research, and yet she too stands to suffer from any ill effects by her own choice, no less. There's no such thing as the devil, but this woman certainly comes close. After all, her greatest trick has been to find a way to make the people of this country unwitting participants in her atrocious research. So this is what they call the forefront of beta research. I must succeed in my mission no matter the cost. Oh my gosh, yes.
遠路はるばるご苦労様。期待してるわよ。シルビオ・オルランディ注意。いいえ、ファルソと呼ぶべきかしら？
Either one works.
今更繰り返すまでもないでしょうけど、あんたの任務はこの第4計画のプレゼン期間中、私を守ること。
I know. You don't need to worry, Dr. Kyosuke.
ドクターね。ま、副司令よりマシか。
That's what Renzo would have called her, Doctor, not XO. Just like her, Renzo wasn't too fond of formalities. In fact, one of the things he hated the most were rigid hierarchies. And I'm sure I was going to be stuck working together with a woman he fancied. He would have avoided anything that reminded him of the military. Oh, there she is! Brains, beauty, she's got it all. Those voluptuous mounds are beyond awe-inspiring. Aphrodite herself would be green with envy. Mere words cannot begin to do justice to the belladonna like this. One must be in her presence to truly appreciate what she has to offer. Simply statuesque. Dr. Kyosuke is stunning to the point where she sucks all the air out of the room, which might explain how her breasts end up so large. I've known many powerful people in my life, but nobody comes close to her. She's truly exceptional, especially in the bust department. What is this guy? I could live for 1,000 years and yet still fail to find someone as overwhelming as her, particularly in the bust department. I feel like this guy could be he could be a main character in Konosuba. Picture.
何してるの？
Nothing. My friend, I offer unto you HD close-ups of Kozuki's peaks taken by yours truly as I stand directly before the real thing. Oh gosh! Enjoy these buxom breasts you love so much. Enjoy them to your heart's content.
穴が開くほど人の胸凝視しておいてよく言うわ。それにしても、あんた見かけによらず暗いわね。お腹でも痛いの？
You look angsty. Are you constipated? and we can see ears twitching. I wonder if she is getting those readings. It would make total sense that she can totally see through anyway. You know, like all those lies that she was spreading about the reading minds anyway. I'm sure she's reading the thoughts, which is why she keeps getting the tweaks. Oh, he's sweating. Angsty? Do I really? People often say I look aloof, but there was a clear negative intent in the doctor's voice. This is a catastrophe! I don't care what people think of me, but what people think of you, Renzo, that's a completely different story. I thought I was acting exactly as you would, but I've been doing it wrong this whole time? It can't be. Beautiful women have been drawn to me everywhere I go. Oh gosh darn Casanova! Well, there's your problem. You think like that. Doesn't matter where I go, chicks follow. My appeal is universal. At least that's what I thought. There must be a culture. Truly, the clash of civilization is a dreadful thing, a complete barrier to my charms. A certain someone once said that before the war against the Beta, our world was split into 5 different cultural spheres, each with conflicting sets of values. Christianity, Islam, Greater China, India, and finally, Japan. I go Japan, is like one of the 5 major cultures. Christianity, Islam, China, India, Japan. A country developed its own unique civilization quite different from the rest of the world. A cultural Galapagos. Japan's peculiar culture is at the same time its strongest asset and its most glaring weakness. Even my unusual lady killer routines aren't working here. Well, I blew my approach, but can I still salvage this? There's a lesson to be learned here. Always familiarize yourself with the local culture and customs before commencing further future operations. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be alright. I think he's already losing. My apologies. I was lost in thought. Did you say something?
こっちの話よ。気にしないで。とにかく短い付き合いだけどよろしく頼むわ。あんたの能力に期待してる。
I'm sure you do. And I won't betray them. I'm prepared to lay down my very life for the sake of this mission. Now, I know this is an abrupt way to change the topic, but I'd like to go over specifics of your guard detail.
で、どうしたい？でも、常にあんたが付きまとうのは嫌よ。
How am I supposed to act as your bodyguard then, Doctor?
なるべく視界に入らないでほしいわね。あんた目立つから気が散るのよ。そうね。半径30メートル以内はダメ。
Fair. And the military usually gives me very specific instructions. You're supposed to follow to the letter, but she's the exact opposite. This is going to be more difficult than I thought. Understood. I'll keep watch from a moderate distance. 30 meters shouldn't be an issue. With my cyborg augmented eyesight and speed, I should be more I'll still be more effective than your average bodyguard. Besides, this arrangement is perfect. Way easier for me to investigate Alternative 4 if I'm not chained to the doctor's side 24/7. All I have to do is make sure I'm not being watched.
ああ、それから、私がこのフロアにいる間は適当にしてくれて構わないから。
I don't understand.
どこにいてもいいってことよ。つまり、地下施設のセキュリティは万全だから、ここではお役ごめんってこと。
Right. Are you saying that as long as you're underground, your safety is guaranteed?
そういうこと。いざとなったら呼ぶから、自慢の足で駆けつけてちょうだい。
Uh-huh. So that's why there isn't even a single guard stationed in the underground level. She's that confident about this base's security. Plus, no intelligence service on Earth can place an agent down here if there's no guard position to be filled in the first place. A foolproof, completely autonomous security scheme. Sure, it's true that having unrestricted freedom of movement will come in handy, but I hope you know what you're doing.
そんなこと言われてもね。
No, you don't. No, you don't. I can't tell if she's being brave or just overly optimistic. Whichever it is, I don't think she's fully aware of the danger she's in. Yeah, this is way too convenient. Everything's been going my way since I got here. All the more reason I should proceed with caution. There's a definite possibility she suspects I'm here to investigate Alternative 4. She guarantees it. In that case, I should be able to lift any suspicions of me by focusing on my guard duties. No offense, Dr. Kiyosaki, but you're not the one who decides whether it's safe or not. I know you're a genius, but you've never had to deal with a terrorist threat so close to home before. That's where I come in. Or perhaps you disagree. There she is. What the heck? Doctor, stand back! You'll have 3 seconds to come out or I'll shoot. Flawless, my butt. This guy got all the way in her office.
ほら、見つかったみたいよ。
What the heck am I looking at? Mandibles? Antenna? No, they're ears. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are ears. Aww.
ほう、私の気配を察知するとは大したものだ。
Is this gonna be Makoto's dad? What? Who the heck is this guy?
一体いつからいたのよ。入室の許可なんてしてないんだけど。
失礼しました、博士。あまりの美しさに見とれてしまい、声の出し方を忘れてしまいまして。
Right. Seriously, who is this guy? I didn't notice him at all.
やれやれ。死に物狂いで声の出し方を思い出したというのにつれないですな。さて、君は一体何者かね。麗しき闇世界の神月博士をたぶらかすつもりなら衣装をしたためたまえ。
Probably true. You got the order all wrong there, pal. You're supposed to give me your name first.
これは失敬。私の名前は秘密だ。
Right. That's fine. Your autopsy report will give me all the information I need.
人にいきなり銃を向けて恫喝するような輩に答える名などない。
You sure?
まずはその貴様呼ばわりをやめてもらおうか。私には鎧左近という名がある。そして役職は課長だ。
Your section chief, Sakon Yoroi. I've heard that name somewhere before.
ん？私の名前を聞き出すとは、誘導尋問か、やるな。
Bad cop never goes out of style.
漫才はそのあたりにしてもらっていい？
そうだぞ、オルランディ注意。いい加減にしたまえ。ボケの横取りは意地汚いな。
Like always, he's like, I'm supposed to be the idiot. He knows who I am. Well, I guess that's not surprising given these familiar terms with Dr. Kiyosaki. I must apologize, Mr. Yoroi. My behavior was uncalled for. I'm Lieutenant Silvio Orlandi.
はじめまして注意。
で、何の用？今すぐ帰ってほしいんだけど。
Yeah, I don't like him either.
いや、お恥ずかしい。何？色男が博士のハートを狙って来日したと聞き及び、都心に駆られ、気がつけばここにいた次第。
It's a little early to be going this thick.
はいはい、わかったから。それより、
準備は終わっているんでしょうね。
もちろん万事滞りなく。光月博士のご依頼とあらば、いかなることでも最優先。いつでも何なりと私にお申し付けください。
Right.
あっそ。じゃあさっさと帰ってもらえる？最優先で。
Yeah.
さすが光月博士。痛いところ。それでは退散するとしますかな。オルランディ注意。いずれまた。
I'm sure it will. Okay.
まったく。毎度のことながら鎧の相手は疲れるわね。
Saka Nigaroi. I remember now. He's from the Imperial Ministry of Intelligence, the one and only Tokyo's man of mystery. I'm starting to understand. He's trying to tell me that I'll be under observation at all times, that as long as I'm on Yokohama base, he can reach me wherever he likes. But at the very least, I'm sure he and Dr. Kyosuke are on the same side. After all, Alternative 4 is Japan's baby, and he's on the part of Japan's intelligence community. Officially, we are allies. Unofficially, it's quite a different story. I did expect someone to keep close eye on me, but not Saka Nigaroi himself. This mission won't be easy.
ヤシロ、もう変なのはいなくなったから、出てきても大丈夫よ。
Yay! The Stag Beetle Girl! Oh, wait, the Rabbit Girl, rather the artificial Esper.
この子のことは、当然知ってるわよね。
More or less. Byproduct of humanity's descent into madness, a tragic victim who's been forced to become a living reminder of the lengths mankind would go to on its desperate wish to live. What this girl had to endure is a tragedy, a crime that shouldn't be repeated no matter how far the Beta force our hand. I'm Silvio Orlandi. Nice to meet you. Okay. Oh no, don't tell me she lost the ability to speak in exchange for her mind-reading powers.
ヤシロ、かすみです。
Oh, thank goodness. Her situation isn't that horrible. A pleasure, Miss Yashiro.
あらら、嫌われたみたいね。
Nope. A natural reaction. I'm the first person she's met whose thoughts she can't read. It's obvious she'd be afraid.
シャチホコばった怖い顔してるからよ。笑ってみれば寄ってくるかもよ。
Can't. As long as I breathe, I'm not allowed to feel any joy. Not to mention, she's completely outside his strike zone. Since she would have ignored her, I have no reason to try and get buddy-buddy with Miss Yashiro unless the mission demands it. Oh gosh. Come on, dude! Seems there's still some lingering remnants of my past self. I only lived to finish what Renzo started. That's how it should be, but I guess some of my personal preferences are still there, in my subconscious, crying out for release. Not that I'm into little girls, definitely not. Good. On the other hand, it's not like I have anything against them either. Okay. Oh well, no use worrying about pictures I've already taken. I've got storage space to spare, and deleting them is far too much work. Yes, I'll just leave them there. Strictly for matters of efficiency. This guy.
そこのロリコン。あんた自分が何しにここに来たか忘れてないわよね。
Pedobot indeed. Of course not, Doctor. I'm not afraid of death because I died that day back in the Algerian desert. He's so angsty, oh my gosh. Like, I get it, it really was tragic, but holy crap. However, the thought of someone going through the data in my brain after I'm dead is a fate worse than death. All the fancy tech 6 million euros could buy, yet no one thought it would be a good idea to include an automated memory wipe once I'm dead for good. Dang it, I have to delete it myself. There's no other option. But this isn't for my sake alone. Perish the thought this is to preserve Renzo's honor too. What a freak. Okay, this is a decent place to stop. It's going a little long, but this is gonna be an interesting one. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm loving it already so far, actually. Okay, I thought, oh gosh, what was the guy that was the last one? It's been too long. I had a break, from Adoration. Like, I thought his, like, little internal monologues were kind of cringy, but oh gosh, this guy puts it, he really lays it on thick, like molasses thick. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be fun. This is going to be hilarious. Like, the opening was so serious, and now it's immediately flipped on its head. It's become like, I'm already enjoying this. This is a prized dish right here. So thank you so much for for waiting with me, playing this one with me. I am very excited to share this journey with you. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much. Thanks to the patrons who are helping make this channel more consistent and more successful. You guys are fantastic. I look forward to making a patron cast here coming up soon. I'm also going to be starting school next week, so whilst I do plan to have the videos coming out on the normal schedule, like, there's a chance things can go a little upsy-tursy while I'm trying to get used to everything. So keep in mind, if there are more gaps in the future, that's likely the culprit. But thankfully, I got the getting sick out of the way, hopefully, so I shouldn't have to deal with that anytime soon again. But thank you guys. I appreciate all the time you spend here on the channel. If you've liked this series so far and you want to see more, there's plenty to see. Lots of other series. Like I said before, the House of Fata Morgana is fantastic. If you haven't played it yet, you really should do it. And I encourage you to play it and join me for your playthrough as I like watch my reactions to the scenes you hit, and that way we might be able to discover some of the secrets together. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for just being a part of this channel. As always, it's a pleasure, and until the next video watching me up, see me in next. I'll see you there.